Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump on and give a really quick unscripted update. So there's probably going to be a lot of ums and a lot of rambling in this. I apologize. I also know that I look like a fucking mess. I am very stressed. It's very hot and uncomfortable in this room. And also, I'm just a mess right now. So we can deal with that. Ashwood update. Developmental edits are finished. My final word count for Ashwood after the developmental edit is 172,000 words. Because we added a new, another point of view. So it's now, there's 3 POVs in the book. And the third POV that I added was like 20k words. So added 20k to my already substantial word count. It's very long. Me and my editor, are now about a quarter of the way through the copy edits, and I am actively looking for ARC readers. So if you are interested in being an ARC reader, I will have the Google form linked down below in the description. I also have more information about the ARC reading on my Instagram page, so if you want to check that out, go and have a look. I've got the blurb up there, I've got the cover, I've got the trigger and content warning list if you need it. It is a new adult dark fantasy, so there are dark themes. It is quite gruesome. It is quite dark. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's very much adult. So if you are underage, please do not apply to ARC read. You are more than welcome to purchase the book. That's, I can't control that, but it is an adult book, very much so. So go into it knowing that there are a lot of darker themes. Like I said, it's very centered around death and grief and kind of all of that kind of stuff. So if you're not in the right mind frame also for themes like that, I would recommend not reading it, because there are sections that do get quite dark and emotional and such. So yeah, definitely go into it knowing that and expecting that and in the right mind frame to deal with that. But yeah, the ARC reading deadline is very tight. It's basically a month and a half, possibly 2 months. So it is a very tight deadline, and I understand that is very difficult for people. I know that I myself wouldn't be able to commit to it as a reader. So yeah, I appreciate anyone that has or does or can stick to that deadline. It's great that you can, and I really appreciate it if you do sign up. But yeah, it's very tight, and that is purely because I put a date in my head and I am now sticking to that date. And if I don't stick to that date, I have a feeling I will just not release this book. So I am doing it no matter what. Even if I don't get any reviews or any ARC reviewers or anything, it's still going to be released on the date that I have. I will say it is the first half of April. That is probably the most that I will commit to right now. So it is a loose date. If I have to push it, I will push it back. But yeah, first half of April is what I'm aiming for. So currently a little over 2 months, basically, until release, which is very stressful. So yeah, if you're interested in ARC reading, please do apply via the Google form. I would really appreciate it. Obviously, it would be great. Self-publishing authors and indie authors really rely on reviews, so every little bit helps. And yeah, so writing wise, because I've been focusing on editing Ashwood and getting that ready for release, I haven't been writing a lot. I have officially hit 20,000 words on my novella. I say novella in quotation marks because I'm not even halfway through the narrative of the story. So it's probably going to be longer than novella length, but it is intended to be a novella. And yeah, I'm really excited to keep writing that. Honestly, I feel like it's going to be a really fun novella. Again, I feel like all of my stuff is going to be quite emotional, but yeah, it is quite emotional. I've said many times before, I feel like, maybe I haven't, I don't know. I'm not a very emotional reader. I don't tend to, I guess, like, seek out books that will make me upset, but also, like, books that traditionally make people upset don't really affect me. I can't even think of, I think the last time I cried in a book, actually, was the first time I read the Infernal Devices series. I think that is the first and last time I've ever cried in a book. So that was like when I was like 16, maybe even younger. I'm not sure. So basically like a decade. I haven't cried in a book in a decade. No, that's true. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue did make me cry. So yeah, it takes a lot. Like, it takes a very emotional book to make me cry. And basically what I'm saying in a roundabout way is my own book is making me cry. As I'm reading back, I'm like, I wrote this. This shouldn't affect me, but lo and behold, I have been weeping like a little bitch every time I read my novella. So yeah, it's a lot. The novella is a kind of companion to Ashwood. It's like a prequel companion thing. It does touch on or give extra context to certain events that happen, and it is meant to fit between Ashwood and book 2, but it can be read before Ashwood. It's kind of just an extra little bit, and no matter what way you read it, they kind of both affect each other, Ashwood and the novella. So if you read the novella first, Ashwood is going to be a lot sadder. If you read Ashwood first, the novella is going to be a lot sadder. So it kind of like, they work quite well together in that way. But yeah, so I'm 20k on that. I really want to finish that. I want to have that out to beta readers by the middle of the year. So I'm hoping like June-ish. So I really, really want to get to writing that really quickly. But obviously, like, I can only do it when I have time between Ashwood copy edits and stuff like that. So I'll probably try and knock most of it out while Ashwood is with ARC readers. Because I basically have everything ready to go for Ashwood. I already have the cover. I've pretty much got the map finalized. And I've already made like I guess I would call it a template. I keep going to call it like a profile or something, but it's more like a template. I already have a template for the internal formatting for my book. So I literally just have to, copy and paste it. So yeah, I just need to copy and paste the manuscript into my program basically, and it's done. It's set up. So yeah, that's really good. It's easy. Yeah. What am I saying right now? Yeah, so I've been doing all that. So that's kind of like graphic design and getting that work done. Working with my editor has been great. I've been getting a lot of reading done. I've so far read 7 books already for the year, which is great considering we're only in the middle of February. I've read Empire of the Vampire, which was 1 star and is going to get a rant review. I reread Dragon Keeper and Dragon Moon by Carol Wilkinson. They're like 2 childhood favorites, so they got like 4 stars. I've read The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. That got 4 stars. House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin something Craig, I think. Erin A. Craig, maybe. Can't remember. But that was really good. I think that's probably so far my favorite read of the year. And then I, just this morning actually, finished City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, I think is Chakraborty. And that was 4 stars. That was really, really good. I'm keen to continue with that series. And I read Darkest Night by Alessa Thorne, which I also finished this morning. And that was like a smutty read, and I gave it 2 stars. It was all right. I'll probably talk about those more in their own videos, like not each book getting their own video, but like when I talk about my reading. And Empire of the Vampire, however, is getting its own rant review because that was just a fucking nightmare to read and to get through, and I hate myself for forcing myself through that. That read was probably even worse than Court of Silver Flames, which I think I gave Court of Silver Flames 2 stars, and yeah, Empire of the Vampire was just, it was a lot. So yeah, that's basically my update so far. I honestly can't tell you when I'm going to have more videos out because I don't know. Right now, copy editing is like taking over my life. So it's gonna be when I can get them out. I'm hoping to start my live streams up soon. I do have time. I could have been doing it. I just haven't. So possibly next week I will have live streams up. It all just really kind of depends on my mood at the moment. And yeah, other videos, I don't know. I have a couple scripted, I think. I just need to sit down and record them and then edit, and it's just having time to do that. I'm still like dealing with figuring out what editing program I want to use. I think I mentioned it at the end of last year that we got a new computer, and I've been kind of just using the inbuilt editing program on that, but I'm probably going to download DaVinci onto it again and try and use that, even though I wasn't really enjoying DaVinci. It'll just be easier. So yeah, I think that's it. I've just got to write a bunch of scripts and record them, and I might do that while Ashwood is with ARC readers, just do like a bunch of bulk recording, and then I can pace it out, have, live streams between videos, and just, try and get stuff done and be real relaxed and chill. That's my goal for this year, is to actually be productive, but also be chill. And that's just what I want in life. But yeah, so I think that's everything. And yeah, if you're interested in ARC reading, definitely check out all of the stuff on my Instagram page and apply through the form if you would like. If you still want to ARC read it, but the deadline is a bit too tight, please DM me and I might be able to work something out for you. We can chat about it. So DM me on Instagram if you're interested in ARC reading, but can't quite meet the deadline for the copy edit, or once the copy edit's done. You know what I mean. Message me and we'll figure it out. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope this video wasn't too much of a mess. And hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.